morning, kids. I'm Miss Bev, and I'm the Children's Ministry Director at Bellevue Christian Church. And we are a church where ordinary kids are learning to live everyday life like Jesus. And today, kids, I have two helpers with me, London and Silas, and they're going to help me. But before we do that, I want everybody on your feet. Get your finger lights. We're going to sing one of our VBS songs before we begin our lesson. So get on your feet and let's sing. Okay, kids, did you have fun singing that song? I know you love those VBS songs. We have lots of fun with those, don't we? So, kids, today, this is London and this is Silas. These are my grandchildren, and they're going to help us today. Are you excited to help, Grammy? Yeah. Are you excited?
Yeah.
Okay.
Tell everybody, me is in the story.
Silas is in the story today. Yes, they're going to hear all about a man named Silas. So, before we begin though, Silas and London, we're going to go over the last couple lessons that we've talked about. So today, kids, is the last day of our series about training your emotions. So, London and Silas, the very first week, we talked about anger. Can you show the kids at home how to make an angry face? Can you show them how to make an angry face? Good. Can you show them how to make a face when you're afraid? Fear? Yes. How about a face when we are sad? Can you show the kids how to be sad? Yeah. Well, today, though, kids, we're going to talk about being happy and joyful. Do you know how to look happy? Show the kids how we look happy. Good job. So today, kids, before we do our lesson, we have a craft to make. And Silas and London have their craft in front of them. And I hope you have your craft or you've already made it. So we're going to make it with you. And then we're going to read the story. So London and Silas, let's separate all of our pieces. Can you separate your pieces in front of you? Let's put all your pieces in front just like Grammy did. Can you do that? Okay. Now, at the very top of this first piece, this is going to be our prison wall, kids. We're going to talk about prison and two men that were in prison. So at the very top, there's two little holes. They're kind of hard. You think you can pop those out real quick? Show Grammy how you pop those out. See, kids? You pop those out of the top. Good. Just lay them on the table. And then once you're done, we're going to put this piece of red yarn through the top. And Miss Bev I'll tie yours for you. Your parents or grandparents' kids can tie yours for you. So London and Silas, if you can just put it through the hole, then Grammy can tie yours for you. Okay?
I know how to tie everything. Look.
Do you? Look, we're going to have it just like this. Okay? Just like that. How's that? Here, London, let Grammy help you. Silas, did you get yours through? Good. Okay, now we're gonna. Can you put the other side in, London? Put the other side in. Is this the door? Grammy will tie this. Oh, it's going to be the door. You're right. That is the door. We're going to get to that later. Okay, let's put your red yarn through the top. Okay, does everybody have their red yarn at the top? This is so that you can hang it, kids. You can hang it in your bedroom. You can hang it on your refrigerator. Let's see here, Silas. Let Grammy tie the back of yours. Okay, so once you have your yarn through the very top of your prison wall, I want you to get the sticker of the two men. Silas, can you show them the picture of the two men in front of you? Where's the sticker of the two men? Turn it around and show the camera. Can you show it, London? Yes. Who knows what these people's names are? Silas, Silas, and do you know the other man's name we're going to talk about?
Silas and Paul.
Paul. We're going to talk about Silas and Paul. Yes. So I want you to peel these stickers off very careful so we don't rip them. Okay, so let's take Silas and Paul off the stickers. These are little foamy stickers, kids. So be very careful so they don't rip. We had one rip before we started today. So once you peel this off, this is Paul. You're going to put Paul right in the middle of the prison cell, right there. Can you do that, London and Silas? Did you get them off? I know they're a little tricky. Take your time, it's fine. And then put Silas in the prison walls too, okay? So we're going to have both the men in prison like this. How's it coming, kids? You get it? Good job. Okay, put that right there. Yeah, there you go, London. That's perfect. Okay, you want to peel him off too. Just be very careful he doesn't rip. Okay, so London and Silas are still taking off their stickers of Paul and Silas. Just put them in the prison walls. Okay. How would you feel if you were in prison? Would you be happy or would you be sad, London, if you were in prison? Sad. It may be dark there. You wouldn't be with your mom or your daddy, would you, London? No, it would be sad to be in prison. But wait, kids, till you hear about Silas and Paul. I'll bet you they weren't sad. Wait till we read our story. Okay, so the second thing you're going to want to do, kids, is you're going to want to pull these strips. How's it coming, Silas? Good job, babe. Okay, we're going to take these strips out of our gray piece of foaming. These you're not going to need, so just put those aside. Okay, just put those aside. Okay, now what you're going to do is this is going to be like the prison wall, the cell, the bars behind the prison. Okay, and you're going to lay this up against Silas and Paul like this. Can you lay that up against there, Silas and London? Lay it right smack in the middle. Silas, yeah, get rid of those. Okay, now once it's laying there, make sure it's nice and straight. You're going to want to take these black little sticky foam things. And look what you're going to want to do with these. This is going to make a door. Very good. And look at, guys, we're going to put those right on the edge. Can you put that right on the edge? So put your bars up and put it right up here at the corner. Okay? There should be 3. Here, let's turn, wait, Silas, let's turn this around, honey. Let's turn it that way. There we go. And then put it on over here and have it go part on the door and part on the wall. Perfect, Silas. Here, London, let's put some on the wall and then some on the door because we're going to open that door. Okay, keep doing it. Get your door ready. We're going to put one in the middle. Here, Silas, let's put this one on this side. Let's help Silas here get his door. Put one in the middle that way, Silas, and look at, put your other one down in the corner. So, London, you're going to want to put that one right there. How's it coming at home, kids? Are you getting your door put on your prison, on your cell there? Look, it should look like this. See this, London? Good job. See, London, Silas? Good. Okay, you have one more. That's great. Can you all show the kids at home what you made? Look at that. Can you show them, Silas, how the door opens? Can you show them how your door opens, just like Grammy's does? Good job. And then London's going to finish hers up, and she's going to show them how her door opens. Okay, keep working, London. You're fine. Do you need a little help? Okay, hold on here. Let's see here. Can you push all your papers aside? So, Grammy, Miss Bev, is going to read the story, and I want you, Silas and London, and I want you kids at home to look down at your craft that you made. Good job, London. Look down at your craft while I read this story, okay? Are you ready? It says, this is found in the New Testament in the Bible. Silas, did you know your name was in the Bible? That's exciting. Okay, look at these pictures, Silas and London. It says, some people did not like Paul and his friend Silas. Point to Paul and Silas. Can you point to Paul and Silas? They were preaching about Jesus. One day they were thrown into prison. Point to the prison. See the prison? But they were not worried or sad. They knew that God would take care of them. Who was going to take care of them?
God.
God was going to take care of them. That night, God sent an earthquake. Make your prison wall shake a little bit like this, like an earthquake. It shook so hard that the prison doors opened up. Make your prison doors open up, and all of the prisoners' chains. They had chains around their feet. All their chains fell off. The guard thought that everyone had escaped. He was terrified. Let's show the kids at home our picture. Look at our picture, kids, of Paul and Silas. Look, they're in prison. Where's your prison, kids? Where's your prison? And look, they have chains around them. Okay, and look at the guard. He's terrified. The guard is somebody who was kind of watching Paul and Silas in prison. Okay, let's put our crafts back down. Uh-oh, what happened now? Paul, point to Paul. He told the guard, do not worry. We're still here. The guard was, that's Silas and that's Paul, yes. The guard was amazed that they were still there. He invited those two men, Paul and Silas, point to them.
About locking them.
Yes, he invited them to his house. Look at that. The guard and his family learned all about Jesus, Silas. Look at that. They learned all about Jesus from Paul and Silas. Do you know that the next day, Paul and Silas left the guard's house to tell more people about Jesus? Do you believe that? How would you have felt if you were in prison? Do you think that you would be sad or afraid? Or would you be like Paul and Silas and filled with joy and happiness? You would be joyful? Sad.
And I would be like Paul and Silas.
You would be like, so kids, what did Silas and Paul do when they were in prison? What did they do, London?
Pray to Jesus.
They prayed to Jesus. Did they sing songs, Silas?
Yes.
And they worshiped Jesus in a time that it would have been sad being in prison. Paul and Silas worshiped Jesus and they prayed. Can you guys show your crafts one more time to all the kids at home? Can you show them how your door, hold it down in front of you like this. Can you show them how that earthquake opened that door? How did that earthquake open that door? And Paul and Silas did not run away. They stayed and told the guard all about Jesus. Do you like to tell people about Jesus? Me too. Well, kids, before we end, we have a memory verse that we've been going over every week. Can we say this together? It says, I will be glad and full of joy because of you, Most High God. I will sing the praises of your name. Psalm 9:2. And guys, that's exactly what Paul and Silas did. They sang praises and had joy, didn't they? Even in prison. Parents and grandparents, we send these Make It Stick papers home every week so that you can talk with your kids and grandkids about these different emotions that we've been talking about, whether it's anger or it's fear or sadness or even joy. We can talk about how God can take sad times and hard times and difficult times, and He can make them joyful and give us joy and happiness. So, kids, did you have fun helping Miss Bev today? Helping Grammy? Yes, did you? Did you have fun? Well, next week, kids, starts an 8-week lesson series on the parables of Jesus. And we're going to have so much fun with those lessons. So, thank you again to London and Silas for helping me this week with the lesson. I'm glad, kids, that you were here and that you joined us. Have a great week.
Bye.
We'll see you next week.
Bye.
Everyone say goodbye.
Bye.
We'll see you next week, guys. Thanks for joining us. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.